Hello, everybody. My name is Latoya, and I'm coming to you with some motivational theories that help support struggling learners. Okay, so I'm connecting my expectancy value theory with my goal orientation. Okay, you're probably like me. What does that even mean? All right, so listen up, I will let you know. So I'm using my expectancy value, okay, to think about how confident students feel and how much they value the task. And I'm using my goal orientation to focus them on mastery goals instead of just performance goals. Okay, so what I'm thinking is raising expectancy and value while also pushing students towards mastery goals. I want to try to build the motivation that lasts way beyond the assignment. So stick with me as we go through this slide. Okay, so tips for these parents from a kindergarten teacher. So I'm giving you 3 tips. Keep the bar high, but break the work into small steps. Don't sit here and have a whole bunch of stuff. It will overwhelm them. Stay patient and calm when your child is struggling. Do not let them know that you are about to lose it, because it's not going to help. So you need to stay calm too. And give short brain breaks so they come back ready to tackle the task. Okay? So let's go to the next slide. What motivation looks like at home. How does it look at home? How can we as teachers and parents, or real parents, use this motivation, the EV, which is expectancy value, and then the GO is goal oriented? How can we use those at home? How does it look? You may see your child excited about showing what they know. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, mommy, look what I did. The motivation, that's how it looks. Okay? So let's go to the next slide. How to encourage motivation. Well, how can I encourage it? Well, ask your child what they're learning. Ask them what they're learning in the school. And notice the effort they put in and not the grade. So looking at this picture, you see this parent. She's happy about whatever the child is displaying to her. So don't just look at the grade. Look at the effort, because a child may have a spelling test and they get a bad grade, or C or whatever on the test. Don't look at that C. Look at what they were able to accomplish on this test, on the spelling test. Think about the struggle that they had and praise that part of it, not the grade. Okay? That's how you can encourage motivation, because the child is not sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, the grade. No, yes, I got a bad grade, but my parents are going to see that I actually understood the information. Look at my growth. Okay, so next, ways to support motivation. How can you support it at home? So, number one, I'm going to give you some 4 supporting ways. Give your child time to move or take a quick break. Don't sit there the whole time. Give them a break. Okay? So during my field experience, I saw that the student would become upset and started crying. So stopping for quick breaks helped him to reset, bring it back in. Let's calm down, because a child can't work and their mind is upset, their body is upset, their body is tense. We need to calm down. So take moments of breaks. Okay, even at home, give them a moment. Okay, the motivational theory behind this is expectancy value. Okay, giving quick breaks is known to help the child reset and having them be able to come back and try again. That is one of the task values of Wingford and Escalus 2000. They say that attainment, interest, utility, and the cost is what helps with the motivation for this child to come back, have a clear mind, and ready to perform, because the cost is low and the gain is high, whatever that may be or whatever you have set it to be. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Ways to support motivation. 2, celebrate small wins so they see their effort matters. Motivate support. Celebrate small wins so they see their effort matters. Okay, so in my field experience, I showed this student excitement when we completed the 9 books. His goal was to complete 9 books, and he was reading a page fluently, just random. I was like, whoa, look at you. When you get back to 4th grade, those teachers aren't going to know who you are. So I celebrated that. And that represents the motivational theory of goal orientation. Celebrating these small wins helps him see himself as a reader. You have to celebrate the small things. I don't care what it is. You have to make it a big deal. So it'll give them motivation to keep wanting to do it again. And they see themselves like, oh man, I can do this. Okay, 3, ways to support motivation. 3, talk with your child's teacher. Go over what you do at home so it can be used at school or in the clubs at school. So you have to have a conversation back and forth with the teacher so the child will know that school and home is a connection. So I emailed the teacher the sight words we practiced and explained the daily 15 before fortnight, and that reading at school for 5 minutes actually counts. So he knows that at home we have to do 5 minutes of sight words, 5 minutes of math, and 5 minutes of IXL in order for him to even play Fortnite. So they give him motivation. After the 15, then bang, you can unlock Fortnite. So motivational theory and the goal orientation behind this is that home and school both reflect reading as the same goal. It has to be the same goal. It reflects what we learned about making goals meaningful for the learner. That's what Jones said. Okay? We have to make the goals meaningful, and he has to know that it works across the board at home and at school. So you make sure you communicate with the teachers. Let them know what you're doing at home so we can implement it into the classroom as well, and we can both be supporting you in whatever goal you have for your child. Okay. 4, this is the 4th one. Set small achievable goals. Don't set something so high. Like sometimes y'all will say, oh, when Christmas come, I'll give you a big bicycle. Okay, let's be real. That's too far. That's not a goal that is right now that they can achieve. So in the field, for this student, what I had to do and what I noticed, because this student does have a learning disability, and I noticed that I had to shorten the routines with quick tasks to keep him interested and keep his attention, because he has a specific learning disability and because he learns differently from the so-called normal kids. I realized that I could not do him like I do the rest of the kids. 30 minutes of reading, that's what you need to do, da 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 da. No, that was more stressful for him than actually getting through the task. It just never worked. So we broke it down to 5 minutes of IXL, 5 minutes of sight words, 5 minutes of reading. A lot better. He understood the assignment. I had a clock for him so he can see when things were over and up, time for the next. And if we did not finish the 5 minutes, it was fine. We'll just stop the clock, start the 5 minutes over for the next task. But the motivational theory to this is the expectancy value. Short, predictable routines that feels worth completing. You have to make the goals short. You have to make it achievable. You cannot sit here and tell your child, go in the room, finish all your homework. If that child needs to do 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, do what you have to do, because the point is that you want to keep them motivated and you want to keep them seeing their goal and making that goal achievable, but making it small. And then as you get, as they continue, you can extend it. Alright, so next, why these strategies work? Because I've tried them. When helping students to read, we use small goals to encourage their reading. Small goals. Motivational theory, the goal orientation, and expectancy value. Students try more when they see it's worth something. Something tangible. Whatever that child likes, use it. For this particular child, it was Fortnite. So I had to use that, and I had to switch the EV, expectancy value. I had to change giving him or taking it away, thinking that was going to make him be motivated. It did not. Some children, you can take things away from them and it motivates them, but you have to know your child, okay? And you have to do what you have to do to get them where you want them to go. And if that means using something that they like, don't take it away from them. Make it where they have to unlock it by doing 5 minutes of something. If your child can do more than 5 minutes, then do 10 minutes here, but break it down. The whole point is wanting to build their motivation and their confidence, and that's what we need to keep our eye on. That's the prize. Don't worry about thinking that, oh gosh, I'll let them win. No, it's for your sanity too, okay? And for them, and a little bit at a time is okay. That's what. So we want to try, students try more when they see it's worth something. So they have to see it. Write it down, make it big so the child sees it. You can refer back to it. It can't be any issues because you see it on the wall. I wrote it down. I told you it has to be 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and then you can unlock Fortnite. Okay? So, summary. Overall, this experience helped me see that motivation grows when I intentionally set clear, high, concrete goals with kids. Make the steps visible, like I said, post it. Keep checking in, asking them, how did you like this? Did you like that? Do you want to do more time? It's going to fluctuate as you are doing your goals or using the EV and GO theory motivation. You have to be flexible. Okay? because you want to support and be responsible for you want them to be responsible for their own growth, but you want to help them as well because they can't do it by themselves. So for me, I'm going to keep using these strategies in my classroom and at home. So struggling learners, don't give up before they see what they really can do, because sometimes they shock themselves. At school, I see it on IXL. The children may say, "Oh man, Miss Liggins, look, I didn't do so good," and then at the end, they end up seeing where they did do the task. They made it. Yes, they may have gotten 4 or 5 wrong, but I tell them that's not the point. The point is, look how many you have correct. We'll work on the ones you don't have wrong. I mean, the ones you have wrong. We'll figure out what we need to do together to make up for that. But let's look at what you did right now. I want you to see what you're able to do. And if you would have stopped, then you wouldn't have seen what you can do. And I always tell them, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And giving them something to look forward to. Even at home, you can give them a reward, wheel of rewards. I use it in class, but you can also use this in at home as well. I will put certain things on there, like for home, you can have extra TV time, or going out to get ice cream, or staying up maybe an hour later for bed, or we can have a sleepover in the living room, make a fort, something that your child likes. Put it on the wheel of rewards. You can download it offline. You can put it there. You can push the button. Whatever it lands on, that's their reward. They have something to look forward to. But in order to get the wheel of rewards, maybe they have to have 5 coins. They have to get 5 coins for completing their goals, whether it was reading for 5 minutes, or whether it's learning how to write, or whether it's cleaning up your room. Whatever it is, this applies through everything. So even with teachers, this applies with social studies, science, math. It applies in school with clubs. This EV and GO applies across the board. You want to use this, incorporate this inside of the educational curriculum, and it can be used at home as well. Let's see. Last but not least, my motivational stance. So overall, my stance is that kids stay motivated when we keep expectations high. Okay? Keep it high, but you can still break work into small tasks. Do it chunks by chunks. Have visible steps. Protect their sense of safety and belonging. I want to encourage you to try these strategies with your own children and students, and notice how their confidence and efforts will grow. I promise you it will. It will grow. You will see it. They will be more enthused at completing their work. They'll come to you. Yes, it's going to be some hard times. Yes, every day is not going to be perfect. Okay? Every day is not going to be perfect. This is not a band-aid. It's not going to change everything. Okay? Like I said, you will have to adjust with the child. You will make sure that you take your time to make sure that you're in a good headspace to be able to demonstrate and show these goal orientation theories and the expectancy value. Okay, these theories actually works. It actually works. Okay, it works. So thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Latoya. I was taking this is psychology class on learning how to motivate children to be able to be great. Just the theory behind motivation and how can we use it, how can we apply it in school, and how can it trickle over into the school, into home as well. So thank you so much. Bye bye.